Kashmir, the paradise on earth, has always been an integral part of India. Tourists from all over the world came here in large numbers to enjoy this enrapturing beauty of nature. Hindus and Muslims have for years been living here amidst kinship and affection. After the partition of India, Pakistan, with the help of the Qabilis, invaded Kashmir. Raja Hari Singh, the then king of Kashmir, asked the Indian government for help. According to an agreement, the Indian army rose to the occasion and repelled the invaders. Indian Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and the President of Pakistan, Ayub Khan, signed a treaty so that India and Pakistan would in future live peacefully like good neighbors. But then in 1965, Pakistan again attacked India. The war ended in India's favor. After this, time and again, India and Pakistan have signed peace treaties, but Pakistan always broke its promises and repeatedly intruded upon the Indian territory. The peace and tranquility of Kashmir was being raped and scorched. This terrorism and killings enjoyed Pakistan's full support and backing. Many innocent citizens were killed. Thousands of children were orphaned and women widowed. Many ignorant Kashmiri youths were misled and forced to learn the use of arms and ammunition, then sent back to India to kill, burn and destroy. Pakistan continued its proxy war in Kashmir. On becoming the Prime Minister of India, Shri Ataljee took the initiative to establish peace and friendship between the two countries, undertook a bus journey to Lahore. The Lahore Declaration was signed. Once again, India was cheated. Pakistani encroachment and bombardment of Kargil continued. Another war was thrust upon India. The brave Indian soldiers fought with all their might, and Pakistan suffered a defeat again. The Pakistani government changed again, and the Indian Prime Minister Shri Vajpayee invited Pakistan's present President, General Musharraf, to visit India. India wants that, forgetting all previous differences between India and Pakistan, all the problems should be solved across the table. July 14th, 2001. A formal welcome ceremony was arranged on the forecourt of the Rashtrapati Bhavan. India's President Shri K.R. Narayanan, with Srimati Usha Narayanan and Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee, welcomed the present Pakistani President. Platoons of the armed forces saluted him. General Musharraf inspected a guard of honor. After that, the ministers and top officials of the two countries were formally introduced to both the presidents. General Musharraf and his wife also went to Rajghat and offered floral tributes on Rashtrapita Mahatma Gandhi's Samadhi. General Musharraf met different Indian leaders and discussed with them about establishing lasting peace between the two countries. The Indian Prime Minister hosted a grand luncheon party in honor of the President of Pakistan inside a five-star hotel of New Delhi, which was attended by many important personalities, the film people and intellectuals. Before the partition of India, General Musharraf and his ancestors lived in Delhi. He was born in Naherwali Haveli, located in Delhi's Daryaganj area. General Musharraf visited his paternal home. The past must have flashed back to his mind for a few fleeting moments. Our President Shri K.R. Narayanan hosted a banquet in honor of Pakistan's guest of honor. Prime Minister Shri Vajpayee, his cabinet ministers and many prominent personalities were present. On this occasion, the Indian President Shri K.R. Narayanan in his speech said,
"It is with the greatest pleasure that I extend to you and to Begum Musharraf and the distinguished members of your delegation a cordial welcome on behalf of the government and the people of India. You must have, Excellency, sensed the warmth with which Delhi is welcoming one of its distinguished sons on his first visit to the city after nearly half a century. There are many things which we need from each other as neighbors, morally, materially and politically, and thereby raise the prestige and status of both the dominions."
In his response, the President of Pakistan, General Musharraf, said,
"Because I would like to do everything possible to realize the dream of the Qaid-e-Azam. The legacy of the past years is not a happy one. Our two countries have been through wars. Blood has been spilled. Precious lives have been lost. We have been locked in mutual suspicion and hostility. We have paid a heavy price for it. We owe it to our future generations to do our utmost to open a new chapter of goodwill and cooperation."
The Indo-Pak Summit was organized in Agra. Shri Vajpayee received, welcomed and escorted his guest with courtesy and humility. India talked about trans-border terrorism, release of prisoners of war from Pakistani jails, handing over of Indian criminals sheltered in Pakistan, and ways of increasing trade and commerce between the two countries and other matters. But Pakistan stuck to its stand on Kashmir. The Taj, one of the 7 wonders of the world, is a unique architecture. Foreign tourists coming to India look forward to seeing this historical monument. It is a symbol of love. During their stay in Agra, General Musharraf and his wife visited the Taj and got themselves photographed for remembrance. The Taj Mahal of Agra is a message of love. We hope that General Musharraf will carry this message of love to his country. After a long wait, the Indian Foreign Minister, Shri Jaswant Singh, in a press conference, read out the Indian Prime Minister's address.
The Prime Minister invited President General Pervez Musharraf to walk the high road of peace and reconciliation. Our commitment to that noble objective, upon the attainment of which rests the welfare of many, is not transitory. There were long hours of discussions, both at the official and political levels. During these negotiations, India did not shy from any issue. In keeping with the confidentiality which is necessary for these negotiations and the maintenance of which is essential for the future of bilateral relations themselves, it would not be proper to go into details. However, it needs assertion that during the negotiating process, India fully respected all established international norms. As a mature and responsible democracy, we negotiate to improve bilateral relations with our neighbors, not to indulge in public relations. We are, of course, disappointed that the two sides could not arrive at an agreed text.
Even though the Agra summit reached no agreement, a good step forward has been taken by Indian Prime Minister Shri Vajpayee towards improving relations with Pakistan.